Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's on a lot of our minds. Getting sick. You know that feeling, right? You wake up with a scratchy throat, a little cough, and you immediately start the mental gymnastics. Is it just a cold? Is it the flu? Is it, you know what? And then comes the big question. How long do I need to stay home? How long do I keep my kids home from school? For the last few years, the rules have been pretty specific and honestly, a little complicated. But the CDC just released some new streamlined guidance, and it's a pretty big shift in how we're supposed to handle things. So what does this actually mean for you and your family? Let's break it down. The new advice is much simpler and brings things back to basics. Essentially, the CDC is now saying to treat COVID-19 similarly to how you would treat other respiratory illnesses, like the flu or RSV. The big takeaway is this. You no longer need to isolate for a mandatory 5 days just because you tested positive. Instead, the new guidance focuses on symptoms. If you or your child get sick with a respiratory virus, the main thing to do is stay home and away from others. And how long do you stay home? The guideline is until your symptoms are improving overall, and you've been fever-free for at least 24 hours without using any fever-reducing medication like Tylenol or Advil. So, let's walk through an example. Say your son wakes up with a fever and a cough. You keep him home from school. His fever breaks by Tuesday morning. The new rule says you need to wait a full 24 hours after the fever is gone on its own. So if he's still fever-free on Wednesday morning and his cough is getting better, he's good to go back to school. The focus has shifted from a positive test result to how you're actually feeling. Now, once you or your kiddo are feeling better and heading back out into the world, the CDC does recommend taking some extra precautions for the next 5 days. This isn't about isolation, but about being mindful. They suggest things like wearing a well-fitting mask, especially in crowded indoor spaces, keeping a bit of distance from others when you can, and making sure you're washing your hands frequently. Think of it as being a good neighbor, just helping to reduce the chance of spreading whatever you had to someone else, especially those who might be more vulnerable. So why the change? Well, the CDC says we're in a different place now. We have more tools to fight severe illness, vaccines, treatments, and a lot more built-up immunity in the population from past infections. This new unified approach is designed to be easier to follow and more practical for our daily lives, while still protecting people. Ultimately, this new guidance empowers you to use your best judgment. You know your body, you know your kids. It's about listening to your symptoms, staying home when you're actively sick and feverish, and then being considerate of others as you get back to your routine. It's a simpler, more practical approach for a new chapter. Stay safe and be well.